Hey guys, it's Laura. Welcome back, and I hope that all of my Kansas City friends are staying warm and cozy on this beautiful snowy Tuesday afternoon. For everyone else, I'm thankful that you've stopped by, and whether it's to see what happened with the challenge or whether you're new, I welcome you to Perfectly Imperfect, and hope that you stick around because a lot of exciting things that are going to happen. So, before I dive into what happened in these 30 days, I just wanted to thank everyone who has been sending encouraging messages, sending emails and texts, and whatever else. I really appreciate it. And talking to people that I haven't talked to for 15, 20 years, from people abroad that I've worked with before, and just people that are in my community. It's been really amazing to have this encouragement. So I thank you. So, did she get her groove back? The 30-day challenge to trying to get her groove back, right? Well, what I can tell you is that it was perfect and it was extremely imperfect at the same time. I had beautiful aha moments as well as epic fails. And when I say failure, I'm treating myself tenderly now in the moment, that immediate regret and wishing that you could have handled yourself differently. But what I really did learn, besides trying to love myself through the mistakes and through the pressure or temptation to numb, is that the hardest, most difficult breakup that I've ever had was with myself. I decided about 3.5 years ago that after some situations happened, some transitions in relationships that needed to happen, that needed to take place, I didn't know how to do that. And I didn't know how to be alone with me. And after spending 30 years of trying to be in control and do the right thing and eat the right thing and work out the right way and search for a man that would complete me, I then spent the past 3.5 years being out of control and in my own perception, using things to numb, again, just craving this external ability and allowing myself to do things that I never did. Now, some of that was very healthy, and then it continued to be a pattern that got into destructive behavior. And with that, the past 33 years have been in shame. I have not been in self-love. I can teach it, I can write it, I can love a child, I can bring parents together, I can bring couples together, I can bring a woman to really know her worth. But when I sit back and really dissect what that means to me, I wasn't able to do it. Think about that breakup that really kind of destroyed your heart and your spirit and your soul for a while, and imagine living with that. And I think most of us, or some of us, might be able to really resonate with that. That if we really dissected, if we really pulled things back, that our self-talk, our script, would be one that feels like we are not good enough. Feels like we don't belong, that there's something insignificant about us that allows others to move past us. And if that's your story, because it is mine, it's going to be a journey, and I hope that you want to partake it together. Knowing this about myself and understanding numbing and understanding now that it wasn't a person, it wasn't a heartache, it wasn't a friendship, but it was the spirit in me that innately said, you're not okay. You don't belong here. And then my behavior would have to be controlled or out of control in order to understand it. So, the exciting news is that we can do something about it, and we can do it together. I apologize for the lighting, but we are sitting in a space that I have felt good about this past month. This is my meditation, my inspiration, my prayer, my at peace corner, and I've filled it, you can see, with candles, with presence of what people have given me with their words, with their heartfelt intentions. I've had a vision board, I've had scripture, I've had sayings, I've had little pictures of the little Laura, really trying to resonate with that core part of me. And while it wasn't perfect, I welcomed the imperfections of it. I welcomed the moments where I wanted to do 15 minutes, but I did 10. And I've been able to find little triggers, little shifts of peace. So what's the journey now? What does that look like for all of us? With these aha moments, I've discovered that this blog is going to take a completely different turn. I've been out of control blessed by a woman that I've looked up to in the blog world for a long time, who has just taken it by force, who's willing to work with me and willing to help me with my vision and willing to really, truly get me going, right? And I think that my vision now is going to be changing this to a life coaching situation, changing this to e-courses, changing this to really collaborate together on our journey of unapologetically understanding our pain and unapologetically understanding our faults and unapologetically loving ourselves beyond the ability of getting it from others or getting it from other things or sitting and waiting for it to happen. Self-love is something that is so innately intrinsic of who we are and how we were created, but it also is the most difficult thing to take a pause and to truly own. So, my invitation now is for you to walk this journey and for you to bear with me for the next 6 months, to really focus in, to have new visions, to create your own space in your own room or in your own house or in your own work office, wherever it looks, to be present and to be. 3 tips that I'm going to give you, and not that I believe in tips will figure things out, but is to be present, to take a moment to be present with yourself, to take a moment to pray or to praise yourself, and whether that's through a journal or whether that's through some kind of social media, it's the ability to actually say, okay, I like what I am. And the third one is to practice this. To practice the stillness, to practice the praise of yourself, and to practice the ability to be present not only with your loved ones, but the ones that you come in contact with. This is the journey to self-love. This is the journey to getting your groove back. And this absolutely is the journey to dreaming big. Thank you for walking it with me. Bye.